camping trip in the new rig, and I'm kind of nervous. It feels like I'm moving into my car for the first time all over again. Like I had to put everything back in here, had to pack. I'm afraid that I forgot stuff. I don't know what I have, what I don't have, but I'm gonna attempt to sleep in my car. No, I'm not gonna attempt, I am going to sleep in my car. Exciting stuff. I feel like it's been raining for 2 weeks. I'm so tired.
The work of Sarah Willis and featuring as well.
Well, I made it. After spending the past several months in the Pacific Northwest, I was a bit disappointed. When I looked at pictures online, it looked very tree, rivery. I just don't think that you get that in South Texas. Nevertheless, I'm back in nature, so I'm just gonna enjoy it. So the park is mostly empty because it's raining, except it seems like they put everybody in the same spot. So I think I'm going to move, but it's pretty peaceful. Okay, I'm about to drive all the way back to the visitor center to change spots. I don't really want to, but my brain literally cannot function when I'm hearing screaming children in the background. Basically, the entire park is empty except for the spot right next to me, the 2 spots right next to me. So I just know it'll be worth my peace of mind. I have like 30 minutes before the office closes, so I gotta get over there. It'll be worth it. No way. Oh. Never mind. Not bad. I'm at my new campsite. It was totally worth it to move. The only thing is, basically as soon as I got here, the only other neighbor within like 10 sites of me was walking their dog, and the dog took a shit right at my campsite. Hi.
Hello, darkness, my...
So that was a nice welcome. Also, shout out to everyone last video who noticed that my light went off when I was talking. I sure didn't, not even when I was editing, so good work, team. Oh, speaking of lights, I just realized I forgot some. So tonight should be fun. So this is my bed. I'm gonna film a little bit of this while I still have natural sunlight. See some toilet paper, there's my stove. It's pretty basic. We're minimalists right now. It's definitely not glamping, but it'll work. I really like the space in here, so that's cool. My light just went out. All right. I thought the sun set really early. I thought it was winter. I don't know what season it is. I can't tell anymore. But I think I have a little bit of sunlight, so I'm just going to drive to the actual river and check it out. It's not flowing because we're in a drought, but I might as well see what's down there. I'm already here.
Do it.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Oh my goodness. Hi, dear.
And there's a centipede naked in your bedroom. When you swear to God, the fucker's out to get you. And I digress, 'cause I must make you the perfect morning. I try my best to scoop the slugger out the window. And I must admit, he's staring with a vengeance.
The rocks hurt.
When I digress, 'cause I must make you the perfect morning. I try my best to prove there's nothing out to get you.
Okay. 'Tis dinner time. Finally. I almost thought I forgot silverware. Thank goodness I didn't. It's one thing I remembered. I got my water from the bathroom. I'm gonna boil it, so I think it's gonna be fine. So while I'm waiting for my food to cook, this park is way better than I expected. Originally today I planned to go find some dinosaur footprints at this other state park, and I'm so glad that it was closed because I came here instead and had 10 million times a better time than I would have had at the dinosaur park. Probably. I mean, dinosaurs are pretty cool. When I was reserving my campsite, the ranger told me that usually on weekends there's no availability, so I can only imagine how crowded the river is on the weekends or when there's good weather. Introvert tip: if you want to have the majority of a beautiful place to yourself, go on bad weather days. It's just as pretty and way, way, way more quiet. That was magical. That was like a fairy wonderland, and there was nobody else there. Good enough for me. No. I'm gonna have to get back there the hard way. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Home sweet home. I've leaned pretty heavily on one of my favorite quotes during this season of my life, the post-Stevie phase of my life. And the quote goes, "I never saw a wild thing sorry for itself. A small bird will drop dead from a bow without ever having felt sorry for itself." I feel like I did a pretty good job keeping it together while my van slowly and then suddenly died. My entire world, my house, my vehicle, everything went up in flames all at once. And then I had to rearrange my entire life and move all my stuff into the rental and drive all the way home across the country. I felt like I did a pretty good job of keeping it together. But I will admit, when I got home, the feeling of, I don't even know what you would call it, adrenaline, adventure, it wore off. And it was like all the stress that I should have been feeling while Stevie was dying and I was running around Portland trying to figure things out, all of that stress caught up to me once I was home and settled. And I started to feel kind of low. But then I just remembered how lucky I am that my van didn't die in a dangerous place. I never got in an accident, and I had a place to come home to and a mom that drove me around to look for new vehicles. In the end, basically, I still had so much to be grateful for. And now I have a new car. And I feel good about my decision. And I feel pretty good in general, to be honest. I, like anyone, can sometimes indulge in Bouts of self-imposed melancholy, especially when the weather is starting to get cooler. I love me a good Bella Swan staring out the window phase. But I just feel like in general, nothing good comes from self-pity. So I just try not to engage in it. Basically, too long, didn't read. Feel your feelings, but then get the fuck over it. Anyway, I feel tired. All that river running around, I just kind of want to, maybe, like, go to sleep. I'm nervous. It's my first time. Okay, see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, first sleep down. We did it. Shit, I forgot to change clothes. I have to be out of this campsite by 12 p.m., but my park pass does not expire until 10 p.m. So I think I'm going to go back down to the river. A morning swim sounds so good. I know it's going to be freezing, but that sounds romantic. I'm trying to romanticize my life. There's a field trip going on. Oh gosh. I do actually like kids somewhat, just not a lot of them at the same time. Yesterday where I was at, it was pretty secluded, so I'm just gonna walk as far down the river as possible and try to go back to the same spot, I guess. I was kind of hoping to explore a different area today, but oh well. Anything to not be near the little gremlins. I know it's not like you'll need yet another river montage. It's so windy. I'm gonna head home now. This was nice. This was very fun. Oh. Does this look like the Blair Witch Project? I freaking hope not. I'm back, and first thing on my to-do list is to order some lights because this is not working. I had to try vlogging in a van again, and I felt rusty. I felt like a baby deer. I felt like a newborn doe, a spring chicken, new lizard, whatever they call it. I was just figuring out the camera angles for this van. I have temporary tags, so I was like, oh well, whatever. I'm gonna film every angle. Why not? Actually, my number one goal above all else right now is to get this van at least partially converted so I can start traveling again. I feel like it's going to be a really fun winter as soon as I can leave. It's actually still pretty hot right now. It's 90 today, so this is why I knew I was going to be good at living in a vehicle and why I wanted to live in a vehicle so bad. It's because I would take trips, week-long trips, but every time I had to come back home, I felt such a deep sadness in my heart. I hate when things are finite. That's why I love the forest and places like the Redwoods, because they are infinite. I'm not a huge fan of the beach because the beach is, you know, can only go so far in the water. I mean, unless you have a boat. But, you know, if you're at the beach, you can only go so far. Same with the mountain. Like, with a mountain, you can see the top. You can eventually get there. But in a forest, it feels like it goes on forever. You just cannot see the end. And I love that. This trip had an end, and I hate that. But as soon as I get back to living, it'll be an endless adventure once again. And I can't wait. And I can't wait for you to come along with me. Okay, well, I gotta go shower. I'll see you in the next one. Buenas noches, amigos.